Gyre is one of the strongest nukers in Warframe, but she's also one of the most misunderstood. Because whether you love her or struggle with her, it doesn't actually come down to skill, it comes down to playstyle. Gyre is a momentum frame, not a setup then relax. She requires a very active playstyle, so she's not press one ability, chill, win. She's build momentum, maintain that rhythm and momentum, and then that snowballs into insane damage, but you have to keep maintaining that. If you're somebody that prefers chilling, sniping enemies, pressing 1, 2 buttons and being done with the mission, Gyre is certainly not the Warframe for you. I'm sorry to say. She requires a lot more upkeep than that. Now, the upkeep is actually very easy in nature, actually, because all you have to do is activate a couple abilities, cast Coil Horizon every now and again to group enemies, maintain kills. The only problem is when there aren't enough enemies on the board and the momentum dies down, then unfortunately, Gyre's damage also starts dwindling down and flickering out like a waning fire. From what I noticed about people that struggle with Gyre, it's that they expect stability, downtime, and forgiving gameplay. Gyre has none of those. She has no form of survivability by herself. You need to rely entirely on shield gating, which if you're a player that likes downtime and forgiving gameplay, you're not going to like that. If you're somebody that enjoys fast-paced gameplay, continuous action, then you're going to like Gyre quite well. She relies entirely on that. So she rewards aggression, not caution. Let's say you're around this time a Noko main. Noko usually revolves entirely around casting 2, hopping on Bright Bonnet, and then casting his 4th ability. This certainly does a lot of damage. Noko is a simple nuker where one button does the damn trick. Now this is also a stationary frame, a safe corner frame. Gyre is the exact opposite. Unlike those safe corner frames, Gyre needs to be in the thick of things, to be constantly running, gunning, shooting, casting abilities, grouping enemies, and upkeeping her abilities to maintain that snowballing damage effect, the tile set nuking. If you're not doing any one of those things, then you're gonna be either losing damage or dying. And finally, last but not least, I'm going to focus on, she rewards dense enemy content like endless missions, survival, disruption. So if you take her into something like capture, rescue, if you're planning on staying for a while, which I don't know why you would, you're not going to be doing much. In extermination even, it might be a bit awkward, because sometimes in extermination you get those missions where there's only like 8 enemies total in an entire big room. And if you're not the one getting those kills and your teammates are instead, Gyre is going to be losing crucial upkeep. And you don't want that, because if Cathode Grace goes out, you're in for the rudest and most absurd time of your life, where the game straight up just nerfs you with a 50-second cooldown timer. Absolutely brutal. Mechanically, she's not complex at all. She is extraordinarily simple. The only problem is the playstyle for her is completely the opposite of what a lot of players expect nowadays, where the last few frames, for at least the past 3 years, that have been coming out have required nothing short of staying in a corner, casting ability, and watching everything die. So if, like I mentioned multiple times throughout the video, if you're the type of player that enjoys active gameplay, fast-paced, engaging content, Gyre is the frame for you. If you're the kind of person that just wants to hop on, chill, nuke the room, pick somebody else, Gyre is not the one. And so with that being said, that is pretty much just about it. Tell me, what do you think about Gyre? Do you love her? Do you hate her? Personally, I think she is a pretty fantastic Warframe. There's nothing too bad about her. If I had one problem, it's that literally she has no survivability. It's quite annoying. And so with that being said, until next time.